Centering pass to the host. Great. Hello, the fans, and of course the passionate, fan faithful Dallas Stars Elite Girls 12U fan base. We want to give you a warm welcome here from Valley Ranch Hitchcock Rink, which myself, Brody Allen, and my partner here, Michael Gagne, and of course our third unsung hero in behind the scenes doing all the camera work and helping make this broadcast a reality. So with that, we're playing the Amarillo Wranglers today, aren't we there, Mr. Gagne?
Yes, we are, Brody. Looking forward to this game. Don't know much about the Wranglers. They've only played one game this afternoon. They lost 6-1 to the Texas Junior Brahmas. But our girls are coming off a really great weekend last weekend, so I'm excited to see what they got going and what they got up their sleeve today. Now, we are missing two players. Some key players are missing. We've got Simcoe, first line center. She is out at a monster truck rally tonight. And then we've got Arya Grahovic, and she is our second line center. So two key players there. Now, fortunately, we do carry an extra center. That's usually filled by Victoria Buffalo. So I'm curious how coach is going to play this one. We've got basically two centers going. So I don't know if she's going to end up rotating offense. That's Coach Danielle. Or if she'll just run with two centers and three wing pairs.
And we're going to find out in about 1 minute here, I suppose. This will be the first time we have a look at Grahovic, Stanton, and Salzburg. That combo's been consistent all season. And as you said there, Michael, great weekend. So much so that decided to do a controlled scrimmage with the 13-0s. And I thought that was going to be a little more humbling experience. And our girls really rose to the occasion on that one. And a tough situation for the 13-0s, lose, where you're playing the level down, expected to win.
Yep, they were the favorites to win, but that was a pleasant surprise when I saw the girls come off of that win. That was great. So here they go with the chants. It's Who Are We DSE 3 times in the stick tap, and we'll see who we've got on our starting line.
And again, a big thank you to Brendan Elliott, who's put in a ton of time so far on trying to do the broadcasting and getting these streams and setting up the different camera angles to our good folks back home. As Michael said, Amarillo's really only played the one game so far. And our Stars had a pretty solid match against the Brahmas. That was a overtime loss when we played them. I can't remember how one unfolded. This is where we need the stats.
That was during the leveling tournament. Yeah,
tournament.
So that's we'd have to pull the stats up on those.
Yeah.
I believe we kept it close, but I think we ended up getting tired in that game. They ran away with it. So the Brahmas did. Yep. I do expect them to be much more competitive against the Brahmas in the regular season, though.
Completely agree. We have an entirely different team. More importantly, they're playing like a team since that leveling tournament. Those were two tough opponents right out of the gates when we played the McKinney North Stars and the Penguins, who are traditionally incredibly tough programs to play against.
Yep.
So yeah, that was quite the lessons out of the gates for our ladies, but it's been a complete turnaround since then. So here we are, about ready to get ready for puck drop. We got Shapers in net in between the pipes. It's her turn on the rotation. Looks like we're going to have Zakaria up front with Gagne on left wing. And we've got Andrews with Mason on the point. And it looks like Dulac on the right wing. It sure is. Yeah, the versatility award for her. She usually plays defense. Off the draw, a little chip and chase, and here we go. Wranglers pick it up behind the net. Zakaria and Gagne both giving some pressure now. Jumped into Dulac up to the half wall. Good pinch by Mason to hold the zone. Wranglers get it back, but Zakaria keeps pressure on Dulac. Sorry, here's a shot from the point. Just wide on the stick of Gagne. Tries the centering pass, just a slight miss. Wranglers looking to break it out, and they don't. Andrews holds his line. Wranglers are going to regroup behind the net. Pass up to the half wall. Checked by Dulac. Dulac driving in from the corner. Backhand through the crease. Puck's loose out front. Cleared away by the Wranglers. Wranglers still trying to get out, and Stars continuing on where they left off last few games, just holding the zone and keeping constant pressure in the offensive zone. Now the Wranglers finally able to clear it to relieve some pressure. It's going to be all the way back, and the ref's going to blow it down for an icing.
So right off the bat, spending a lot of time in the offensive zone. That's a good sign.
New look at lines, as I said. Here comes Stanton on the right wing. Salzburg's on the left wing, and we're going to have Buckle as the center in replace of Grahovic. Isaac and Biederman on point. There's the drop. Won by the Wranglers. Isaac goes to grab it. Keeps the zone. Back on the Ranger stick, and the puck spits out to the neutral zone. Biederman's going to regroup. Biederman throws it back up. Amarillo again. They gain the zone. Picked up by Stanton. Buckle playing assertively. A little bit of a hook, but ref lets it go. Oh, puck's loose there from the Wranglers. And they're looking to gain, and they do. Chip and chase on their part, but Isaac's going to be first at the puck. Takes it in behind the net, has a look at some options, throws it up the sidewall. Stanton trying to get out. Good glove by Isaac to save that. Nice block shot. Wranglers do a good job to hold the zone. Here's a shot for the Wranglers. One move, second move. And Isaac's able to check that player before he could get a proper shot off, and it's an easily handled by Schaefer. She'll take care of that all day.
Yep. Great by Isaac there on defense.
New legs. We got Zakaria right back out there. Mason's on the point. Buckler's shifted too. I'm not sure what we're doing with lines. We got a whole new look out there. Here comes Mason. throws it up through the neutral zone. Clark attempts a chip and chase, picked up by the Wranglers. Wranglers now, they gain the zone. That's Elliott. Elliott, good job, check. We've got Elliott playing wing with Zakaria and Clark. Sorry, I thought Elliott was Buck earlier. Here comes Zakaria. 3-on-1 opportunity. Zakaria cuts to the net, goes for the wraparound, tripped up by the goaltender. Clark tries to recenter. It still does. Just about gets a deflection off a favorable bounce from the Wranglers. Wranglers try to clear it. Shortino, great job holding the zone. Keeps it on the back end. Now the Wranglers finally able to get it out. Mason regrabs it in the neutral zone. She's going to go first skate. Clark grabs it. She throws it deep. Mason's back on it. Up to Zakaria. All the way back to the point. Here comes Shortino. Shortino takes the shot. It's so far. There's Elliott. There's a chance. Puck's loose. Goalie's able just to get a piece of it. Wranglers grab it behind the net. They send it deep all the way around. Shortino's going to hold that zone. Oh, just skips over her stick. Here comes a break for the Wranglers. Wranglers in pursuit. 1-on-1 opportunity. Mason's back. In the feet of there we go. Elliott has it. Puck spit through and easily handled by Schaefer. Cleared out by Elliott. It's in the feet of Zakaria. Didn't notice it was tied up in her pants there. Zakaria's going to re-grab it. She's coming back around the net, entering up through the half wall with speed. Round one defender, round a second defender. She's looking for her third defender. Now Gagne is involved. Zakaria sends it deep. We got Dulac right out front. Here comes Amarillo the opposite way. Wranglers 3-on-2 unfolding. One move by number 11. Mishandles it. Dulac, she's going to turn through the neutral zone. Ship momentum. Still maintains it. Works through 4 skaters there. Bucko comes to join, and they're able to hold the zone. Really good line work on the blue line. There's the zone. Isaac looks to hold up. Oh, and unfortunately, Clark was tied up by a Wrangler when she was trying to touch up. Pretty good action early here. 10:53 already. Shots 2-2. Once again, new look on the lines. We got Bucko on center, Dulac on right, Gagne on left wing, Andrews and Isaac on the point. Stars easy to gain the zone quickly. Wranglers pick it up behind the net. Centering pass right in the slot onto the stick of Bucko. She backhands it through the crease. Just about tucked home by Dulac, just wide of the post. Almost a gift. Wranglers going to come back the other way with some speed. 15, one move around defender, but good job by Bucko to come back and help out. Andrews now. She picks it up behind the net. Cuts through. One defender, two defender. Now she's up to Dulac. Dulac's got it. It's Wranglers' turn to hold the zone, and they do. They come in from that angle, looking for an off-angle shot. Isaac shuts that down. Another block shot by Isaac. Wranglers take the shot. Schaefer, steady as she goes. Fourth save of the night for Schaefer.
Good job by the Wranglers holding the zone there. Get a little action in their offensive zone.
Zakaria back out with Clark. Forgive me, I don't have my glasses today. Having a hard time. Got Zakaria out with Clark on the wing. And it looks like Salzburg on our left wing. It is. Wranglers gain the zone. Neutral zone battle. Puck ends up on the far wall. Biederman's got it now. Biederman, Mason on point. Biederman does a good job clearing the zone, forces the offside for the Wranglers. Ref blows it down for a whistle. So once again, we got Salzburg on left. Zakaria center. And Stanton on right. Wranglers gain the zone. Mason's got it now, though. She sends it back up to the side. Here comes Salzburg. Salzburg. Good move by Salzburg to get around her defender. She's got Zakaria breaking to the net. Here comes a shot. Glove saved by the Wranglers goalie. Good pressure there. Looks like she was looking for the rebound there.
Yep. Salzburg's got a great outside shot, and that was a good opportunity for a rebound there.
Almost like we're double shifting the centers here, having a hard time sorting out lines. Coaches mixing and matching. But Zakaria is going to stay out there with Salzburg and Stanton on the wings, and we got Isaac. And now Shortino's on the point. Won by the Stars. Shortino's got it on point. She sends it over to Isaac. Isaac's got it on the wall. Skates down, throws it at net. Good save by the goaltender. Picked up by Zakaria. Zakaria goes to the backhand. Looks to do a wraparound and find somebody in the slot. She's got Stanton there. Good moves by Zakaria. Moving around 3-4 defenders. Goes for the wraparound. And she tucks it home. What a great play by Zakaria. Such poise, working through 3 or 4 defenders on that far corner. Comes around the net. Doesn't try to slam home the wraparound. Takes that moment to pause and finds that hole.
That's one strength Zakaria's got really well. She's very patient with the puck and makes smart decisions. She doesn't jump the gun.
1-0 Stars. Fresh line out there. We got Elliott on left wing, Clark on right. And Buckle's going to center them. Defensive pairing still the same. Shortino and Isaac. Shortino dump and chase. Here we go with Elliott. She's in pursuit. So is Clark. Good pressure by both of them. Amarillo picks it up on the half wall. Elliott's there to pause it. So is Clark. Puck's still loose. Here comes the Wranglers now. They're going to try to clear the zone. They throw it through cross ice. It's going to end up on Isaac's stick. Sue's in pursuit. Isaac gets it back into the offensive zone. Wranglers have it, but Clark's going to give pressure. They go to clear, and they do. Buckle all over her back checking as usual. Doing a solid job there, not letting the offense from the other team get any momentum. Shortino picks it up, throws it up around the boards to Elliott. Elliott tries to chip it out, ends up on the stick. Good stick, or foot, sorry, by, it was Isaac again. Here's the race. Buckle's going in. The goalie's going to look to clear it. It's just wide. There's an off-angle shot, and Buckle almost able to bury that. Amarillo's got it now behind. Here comes Amarillo, 3-on-2 the other way. There's the shot just off the glove of Schaefer into the corner. Isaac's got it. She goes around one defender, clears the zone. Oh, they can whistle it down for an offside. Entertaining two-way action.
Yeah, and what a great hustle by Victoria Bucko on that one. She really almost got that.
Zakaria's back out there now. Gagne on the wing and Dulac on the right wing. Mason and Andrews on point. Wranglers win the draw, gain the zone, but Zakaria quickly gets it back. Zakaria's coming up with Dulac. She looks to drive around 2 defenders and does. Here's the break for Zakaria. Through the crease. Looks to do a wraparound. Tries to get it stuck in the back door. She's checked by Amarillo. Gagne is in pursuit now. Her turn to do a check. They try to throw it up. Odd bounce off the board. We got a one-on-one unfolding here. Amarillo, here's the break. They come in wide. They get around the defender. It's in on board. Nice shot by the Wranglers. They chipped it out of the zone. Just an awkward bounce off the glass there and picked up by the Wranglers. And he had some speed. Caught us not expecting that.
Yeah, that's how the bounces go sometimes, you know. And got an odd man rush out of it.
What was almost a goal for the Stars flipped around the other way, 1-1. Wranglers win the draw. They look to gain the zone. Quickly turned up now by Dulac. Dulac's got Gagne with her. They chip and chase right down. Goalie deflects it off into the corner. Wranglers pick it up. Zakaria's there to check. Ends up on the half wall with number 11 for the Wranglers.
Now watch this player out wide. He's got a lot of open ice on that side.
Puck ends up deep, near corner. Shortino, good job to get on it. Clears some pressure, sends it up to the neutral zone, knowing we got strong offensive forechecks. Puck steer back all the way onto Shortino's stick again. Shortino tries to send it up the game. He goes off the skate. Now Zakaria's got it. Zakaria around one defender. Another defender. Here's an opportunity for her. There's a shot just wide. Wranglers breaking out, doing a bit of dance of their own. Stanton's in pursuit. So is Clark. Wranglers gain the zone. Here comes number 11. Tried to check by Shortino. Ends up deep, but Bucko's there. Puck's loose out front. Cleared out by Shortino. Ends up on the point of the Wranglers. Almost back on the stick of Stanton. Gagne now. Gagne looks to clear it. Checked by number 15 on the Wranglers. Wranglers push it deep. Ends up on the net. Schaefer says, let's whistle this down and regroup.
Boy, Gagne had a long shift on that one. she was looking to get off, just didn't have the opportunity.
Here comes our fresh legs now. Bucko, Stanton, Salzburg up front. One draw by the Wranglers. Wranglers DDD pass. Here comes a shot from the point. Through traffic. Schaefer able to track it down and block her out off to the corner. Stars able to clear. Salzburg keeping pressure on the D. He dumps it all the way down. Isaac's going to pick it up. We've got Isaacs and Andrews on point. 5:22 left here in the first. Send it up to the half wall. Stanton tries to get it out. Wranglers there to pressure. Odd angle shot from the corner. Andrews able to sprint. Shot from the point. Blockered away by Schaefer once again. Salzburg in a puck battle. They're going to bench from the Wranglers. They throw it on net. Another block shot by Isaac. That's a third already. Salzburg keeping chase on the Wranglers, able to disrupt it. And that little bit of fixture ends up all the way back on Andrew's stick. She holds his own. Good job by both of them in that series. Wranglers going to try and clear it up. Stanton's there along the half wall. Throws it out front. Unfortunately, no one there. Bucko's on it now. Bucko really strong on the puck. Bring it toward the net. We got a loose one. Could have been dangerous. Wranglers able to clear. Now we'll get a 3-on-2. Unfortunately, no, we're going to go for a change. 2-2. Andrews pushes that Wrangler player wide. Freezes up half wall. Puck ends up on the stick of Bucko. Well played by Andrews.
Great job making that guy give it up.
Here comes Clark, full speed on that fork shot. Good to see. Puck spits all the way down. Mason's going to grab it. Fresh legs on defense. Mason with the join Isaac. Brillo. Isaac's going to help her. Elliott help with Clark and Zakaria. Good job holding his own. Elliott now. That's out front doing support. Wrangler's able to turn it the direction and release some pressure into the neutral zone. Zakaria gains it. She's got Clark and Elliott. Nice move by Zakaria. Here's the shot from the offense. Elliott now. Elliott comes back to the point. Mason throws it back down low. Just like they've been practicing. Cycle. There's a loose out front. Nice again by Elliott trying to find either Clark or Zakaria in the slot. Just missed over their stick. Come back to the point of Mason. Mason holds his own. Zakaria with a line dance. Throws it to the front. It's available just out of her reach right now. She's considering straight into the feet of the defender all the way to the point. Is going to get past Peter and all the way down. Should be blowing this one down for an icing, and he does. Yeah, Wranglers definitely needed to relieve some pressure there.
Absolutely. And going back into the entry into the offensive zone there, I really got to hand it to Kennedy Clark, who was actually in front of the puck, but played it really nicely to get Zakaria across the line without an offside call.
We were just keeping practice together. Both making, which might be 6 inches short is, but was the simplest. They should play the same thing for her. Looks to the corner. Looks up to that. Tino's going to hold it. Central Isaac. Oh, Wrangler's coming down on a breakaway. Both Sortino and Isaac in pursuit. Solid save by Schaefer. Nice pad save to kick that wide. Really good job by both defense getting back in push. The Wranglers, another save by Schaefer. Yeah,
he able to check on that one. Fans wanted a call on that too.
Here comes another opportunity for the Wranglers into the high slot. There's a shot. Gobbled up by Schaefer again. 2:18 left here. Shots 9-6 favor. He's looking like themselves. Yeah, 2 holes in the lineup, and you can send their lineup. Changes the dynamics.
Yep, and quite a bit of shakeup it's been. Defensive pairings are off. So I wonder if coaches thought about pulling a defenseman up.
Second, Amarillo, the game is done. With back check with Stanton. Zakaria sends it up. Salzburg with a chance. You can get around. That's the picker. Now it's into the feet of Zakaria. I'm sorry. 6 it deep. Stanton, Salzburg with Zakaria. All function. Let's throw it all the way around to the half. And he's going to try and hold it. She's Yeah. Corner. I'm fixed up. Moves it all the way around, trying to help Beakerman hold the zone. She's in a battle on the far wall, using her leverage. The buckets go. Set, checks, free game position. The Salzburg into the feet of Zakaria. And the Stars finally get the zone. Here comes Salzburg. A few tricks are on there. Again, Wranglers able to release some pressure through the pictures of 2-1 focus. Peter breaks, sends it over. 12 and Zachariah is left back to join. Here comes Andrews now. Stars coming back together with Andrews through the neutral zone. The look takes the shot by the Wranglers. And it stays down. So it's pressure come on out. It's in the high slot and it's kicked over at the corner. Here goes Elliott now. Mason has a moment, decides to take it, changes direction behind the net, comes around one defender, a second defender. She's coming through the neutral speed. She's got Elliott. Sorry. Here comes the shot by the Wrangler. Stands up in the corner, but she's still in for 2. Wants that puck back. Who's going to get it out of the zone? The back checkers plus Shortino. Sorry, on point. 5 seconds left here in the first. Puck's loose behind and get it off and get it felt up. It does. Pretty good first period of hockey. 1-1 after 1. Shots 9-7. See, as you said there, Michael, I'm interested to see what happens with the lines along here. Some quality saves by Schaefer that period. She was tested in some really quality saves by the Wranglers goalie as well. It could easily be 2-2 right now.
Yeah, both goaltenders have been tested pretty well. I'm seeing a lot of speed out of the girls. They're looking really good. And despite the fact that the lines are mixed up, there's some synergy going on. Salzburg's looked for Elliott several times, and there was a possible play to be made there. Just wasn't able to connect through the defenders.
Yeah, you can see the girls cycling the puck like they've been working on in practice, and with new line mates, there was a few times that they cycled to a position and no one was home. So I think they'll have that sorted out for period 2 and 3 here.
Yeah, it's got to be tough running 2 centers, because they're all over the ice, right? So they're going to get tired. I can understand why you'd want to move somebody into that position.
Yeah, you see Andrews pinch late in the first there. Zakaria had no problem holding back. I'll take your spot on D here for a minute.
Absolutely. Take a little breather.
Speaking of Zakaria, she's coming out to center. Clark and Elliott to start the second. So same line to start the second that finished the first. And we got Mason and Shortino on defense. Draws one by the Wranglers. They try to dump it in. It's picked up by Mason. She throws it back up to this neutral zone, and it's an offside.
Yep, and keep an eye on Clark's speed here. It's not just the IQ, but she's a fast one, and she's got a lot of energy still.
Puck spits all the way back, won by the Wranglers. They decide to do a dump and chase. They send it deep. Rupp says not an icing. Mason throws it up to Clark. Clark's got it. Oh, picked up by the Wranglers. Able to disrupt that pass out. Now it's kicked out. Elliott's going to give some pressure. Same with Clark. Just about able to get it off her skate up to the boards. Oh, here's a break for the Wranglers. Driving wide. Hammers on the break. Throws one toward the net. Just flips over number 91, Stick. They send it back to the point. Wranglers. Oh, Clark tries to chip it out. Wranglers, there's the move in the high slot. There's the shot. And gloved by Schaefer. Wranglers starting the second period with a bit of momentum here. Coach wants a full line change. So we got Gagne and Dulac out there with Bucko. And Andrews and Isaac on point. Bucko in to take a draw. There's the draw off into the corner. Here comes Andrews now. Andrews throws it up the glass, chips it out onto the stick of Gagne. Gagne's got a possible break through 2 defenders. Just wasn't quite far enough for her, but she's going to give pursuit still. Good job by Gagne, disrupting both of those defenders in the corner. Puck gets spit out, almost picked up by Bucko, and Wranglers able to clear the zone. Wranglers coming through the neutral zone with speed. Round one defender cuts back to the middle, deflected by Andrews.
And that's a pair that don't play together very often as a defensive pair, but they work together really well right there. That's a testament to the good practice and coaching they've got.
Wranglers are coming into the zone with speed again, 3-on-2. Here comes number 4, cuts to the middle, shot from the slot. Gloved by Schaefer. 2 glove saves in a row for that young lady. She's really tracking the puck well today. You can tell she's pretty dialed in. Zacharias back out there. Sticks the face off. Andrews now. Andrews takes it behind the net. Stanton and Salzburg on the wings for Zacharias, sorry.
You had it right. That was Zakaria.
Zakaria, thank you. Zakaria drives into the corner. Goes to her backhand. Looking to try to get a centering pass. Good pivot. Throws it out in front. Off the defenders. Here comes Zakaria again. Another shot. Oh, just over the stick of Stanton. She was almost ready to drop one in. Andrews now has some time. Throws it up the wall over to Stanton. Stanton gets it out. She chips it up the wall again. Back down to Andrews now. Andrews throws it onto the stick of Stanton. Stanton has a look up. Sends it off the wall. Tries to hit Salzburg. Almost does. They gain the zone. They keep the zone. Ref's going to call that an offside. Yes, for whatever reason, poor Zakaria. I keep calling her Zachariah. I got to drop that. My apologies to the Zakaria family. They should be rather proud. She is the Texas Hockey League point leader right now at 16. She make that 17.
That's right, Gordon. Yep.
She's got the goal to start tonight. Back to the point. Out front now. Stanton almost able to get a stick on it, but the Wranglers defender was on her. Here comes the Wranglers. Number 5 is going to drive wide on to Biederman. Biederman, good job checking. Zakaria grabs it. Now Stanton's coming the other way with Salzburg and Zakaria. Stanton drives wide, takes the shot, bounces up, handled by the Wranglers goalie. Another off-angle shot attempt by Stanton. Tries to squeak it in the door. Biederman holds his own. Oh, not quite. It must have squeaked out. As we talked about last game, probably the biggest difference we've seen is how assertive our defense have been holding the zone and disrupting plays in the neutral zone. They're playing with confidence. It's good to see. Buffalo to take the draw, wins it. Back to Biederman. Buffalo's got Clark on the right wing, Elliott on the left wing. Biederman sends it deep. Clark's in pursuit. Wranglers try to clear it all the way around, and they get it out to the neutral zone. Shortino has it now.
Good job by Biederman getting across there. Help her out.
Clark's trying to give pursuit. Bucko's on it now. Elliott as well. Elliott's got it on the half wall. So he's got Bucko out front. Shot by Elliott. Deflected. Loose out front. Wrangler's able to release him for sure. We'll bring it through the neutral zone. Biederman again tries to go. Here we go, one-on-one. Into the feet of Shortino. And she does a good job holding her ground and making sure that didn't get on net. Another shot from the point. It's just wide. Biederman's got it.
Elliott's ready in the neutral zone.
Great pass. Here's a chance for Elliott. Elliott's got a break. She's going wide. Might be just out of her reach, but she's going to have a look. Here's a shot from the high slot. Cross into the corner. Clark's got it. Clark sends it back to Biederman. Biederman back down to Clark. Wrangler's able to grab that. They send it through the neutral zone. They do a chip and chase. That's not going to be an icing, but that's all right because Shortino's there. Shortino's got it. She takes it behind the net. Has a look at her options. Sends it up the sideboards to Elliott. Wrangler's there to chip and hold the zone. Shortino's got it. Sends it off to a safe zone in the corner again. Elliott comes down to help. Oh, sorry, Bucko. Bucko's got it. She's coming around the back of the net with speed. She's going around one defender. She's going to have Clark and Elliott with her. Here comes Bucko blazing down the right wing. Another defender. She's going to cut to the net now. Has a look. Throws it on. There's a loose puck for Clark. Loose out front. Fair play by the Wranglers. Mason shields the zone. Chips it low. Mason takes another shot. Right onto the stick of the Wranglers. The Wranglers able to release some pressures, and out it comes. There's the Wranglers. Centering pass through the high slot. A one time by the Wrangler player from the high slot deflects and finds the back of the net just to the low blocker side of Schaefer.
Just a well-aimed shot on that one.
Absolutely.
We had 3 defenders back there, but sometimes with a great shot, it's going to go in.
Yeah, and the Wranglers didn't even wait on a pickup. They just one-timed it home.
Yep.
Here's the draw. Wranglers on it quick. They're looking for some more quick pressure into the corner. Here comes number 15, centering pass to the high slot. It's open. And they get another goal almost immediately. You can see right from that draw, the Wranglers are hungry. They jumped 2 back-to-back goals, and that's 3-1 all of a sudden for the Wranglers.
Yeah, the goaltender and the girls really need to shake that off and get back in it because, 2-goal lead's the most dangerous lead in hockey. So anything can change quickly.
Completely agree there. Completely agree. I think it also might be a good opportunity for the girls to say, hang on a second, these boys came to play. Number 15 on the Wranglers on that last goal drove to that corner on an absolute tear of a mission and completed it.
Yep. It actually surprised me. I didn't think it went in. I thought Schaefer had it right on the stick there.
Zakari is up to take the drop. Got Clark and Dulac on the wings. Zakaria now. She's going to skate it. Likes to skate it. She's got Gagne. Goes around far boards, far wall, driving wide. She's got Dulac and Gagne out front. She's checked heavily into the boards. No call from the ref. Wranglers able to clear the zone. Ends up all the way back on Andrew's stick. Andrew sends it over to Shortino. Shortino now coming into the zone. Throws it down toward the high slots. Disrupted by the Wranglers. Kicked over wide for Dulac now. Dulac sends it steep. She sends it all the way around, and Gagne's in pursuit. Gagne, good job holding the zone. Ends up on the high slot. The Wranglers able to pick it up, coming out of the zone with some speed. Number 9 for the Wranglers. 2 moves. 1 too many. Oh, unfortunately, we got a collision here with our ladies. Looks like they're going to be all right. Dulac able to clear the zone.
Gagne probably going to go off after that one.
Wranglers dump it all the way down. Andrews has some time. She has a look. Throws it up the sidewall and clears the zone with some pressure relief. Gagne now. That mid-ice collision is just an example. Those are 2 girls that don't typically play on the same line together.
Yep, that's exactly the kind of thing you're going to see, And boy, that was a big hit.
It was a big hit.
A little difference in weight there.
Buckle out to take the draw. She's got Stanton and Salzburg's on the wing. Stanton in pursuit. Peterman and Isaac on point. Wranglers able to gain the zone. Peterman's checking the Wrangler player. Spits all the way across to the high slot on the other side. Wranglers throw it toward the net. Schaefer kicks it over to the corner. Wrangler's going to try a wrap around, but Peterman's there to break that up. Peterman using her weight really well a couple times today, having some strong puck battles with gents about maybe 30 pounds heavier than her.
Yeah, what she doesn't have in weight, she's making up in leverage. So I love it.
Yeah, that same poised position that she had on the far blue line, holding the zone, she was demonstrating in the corner and showing those young men that this is pretty tough.
That's right.
Buckle back to take the draw. Face-offs won by the Wranglers. Back to number 4 on the point. 4 throws it in deep. Wranglers now. Isaac, good job to disrupt that and break up the play. Peterman in pursuit. Here comes Stanton. Stanton's got it at a half wall. She's being harassed by the Wranglers. The Wranglers able to hold the zone. Peterman and Stanton back and forth. Here's a centering pass by the Wranglers, but it's picked up by Buckle. Buckle's going to try and come out of the zone with some speed. In through the neutral zone, and it's just knocked off her stick. Wranglers able to keep it back. Buckle's all the way back. Wranglers are going to regroup. 2 pressures, both by Stanton and Salzburg here. Yep. Buckle grabs it. Here we go the other way. Buckle's got it. Oh, unable to get it out of her feet. Almost had a quick break for her.
Actually kind of worked out pretty well because Stanton was offsides on that one. So the delay helped a little bit.
Stanton throws it up to the sidewall. Gets it out to the neutral zone. Release some pressure. Wranglers. Quick close pass. Salzburg able to grab that, and the Wranglers able to get it back quickly. There's a possible break. It's coming in. Schaefer's coming out to clear it. Good job by Schaefer to clear it. Oh, onto the stick of the Wranglers, and they shot it wide. Dodged one there. Wranglers hold the zone. They have it in the corner. Looks for a centering pass. Peterman throws it into the near corner. Goes all the way around. Isaac's on it now. Wranglers defense pinching all the way down. They're deep in the corner. Look for a backhand pass. Puck's loose up front. Looking to slam it home. Huge toe save by Schaefer to keep that out. Stanton tries to clear the zone, unable to relieve pressure. Biederman's going to have a turn at it. Wranglers still holding the zone. Here comes number 10 and 11. They're just shot by 11. And puck's loose. Number 10 tries to smack it home. Schaefer gets her glove on it.
Scary bounce on that one. Right off the Biederman, instead of going up the boards like she intended, just went right to her left.
Great save by Schaefer on that right pad toe. That was almost 4-1 Wranglers. She was able to quickly react and keep that puck out of the net. We got Zakaria out there with Clark and Elliott. Here comes Zakaria. Looks to drive wide. Clark going to the front of the net. Elliott's in the high slot. Zakaria looking for teammates. It's checked by the Wranglers, sitting over into the corner. Andrews able to hold that zone. Good pinch there. Zakaria's got it in the far corner. Elliott wide open high slot. Clark's there too.
Zakaria loves drawing defenders behind the net and having that patience and looking for her teammates out front. They will connect on one of these, I bet.
There's a loose puck. Elliott's on it now. Clark's going to grab it. Clark has a look for a teammate. Tries to find it in that to the feet of Zakaria and Elliott, and it just scoots out. Here comes the Wranglers the other way. Wranglers trying to get around Andrews. Andrews says this isn't going to happen. Mason now behind the net. Mason throws it up. Tries to find Clark. Skips over Clark's stick. Clark almost able to get it out. Now Mason does. Sorry, Zakaria does. Neutral zone tic-tac-toe. Here's a possible break for Zakaria. Partial one. Mason able to hold the zone. Elliott throws it toward the net. Off the goalie into the corner. Wranglers have it in the corner. Elliott and Zakaria trying to hold it, keep the pressure. Puck comes all the way back. Wranglers coming out. Good job by Mason. Almost able to hold her zone. She's able to gain the zone now. Throws her on 1-2 defenders. Right through the legs. There's a shot. Zakaria almost able to get one into this left-hand top corner there. Wow, what a series by Mason. Dancing around 2 defenders. Puts it through the legs. Puck's loose on the side of the net for Clark. Clark out to the Zakaria. Elliott's trying to hold the zone. Deflects just high and wide with her shot. Zakaria's got it. She's going to send it back to Andrews. Andrews got it on the point. She throws it back down into the corner to cycle. Puck's in behind the net. Wranglers have it. They throw it around to the half wall. Wranglers try to clear it. Andrews holds. Now it finally spits out into the neutral zone. Zakaria is back to check that. Great move by Zakaria. She's coming through 3-on-1 and folding the other way. Here comes Zakaria. Zakaria cuts back to the center. There's the shot loose for Elliott. Not quite able to get that rebound. Wranglers able to clear that pressure, or that 3-on-1 was pretty dangerous. Here comes the Wranglers the other way now. Wranglers come in, drive wide around Biederman. There's the shot. Glove again by Schaefer. That's about her 4th glove save today. She's pretty dialed at tracking that in well.
Yep, and that was a great shot by the Wranglers player. Coming out wide again. Similar situation to what we saw, I think, on goal number 2. But Schaefer able to get the glove on that. Really well done.
Buck goes out with Gagne and Dulac. Isaac's on point with Shortino. Here comes Isaac. Good pinch by Isaac. She's got an opportunity. 3-on-1 the other way. Here comes Isaac. Cuts it back to the middle. Onto the stick of Dulac. Dulac shot. There's loose for Gagne. He's trying to bang it home on the side, and the defender of Wranglers gets a stick on it last minute. Wranglers back the other way now. Wranglers chip it all in deep. Puck goes deep. Dulac's going to grab it. He throws it up to the sideboard. Bucko's got it on the half wall. Wranglers able to hold the zone, but the Stars finally clear it. Here comes Dulac. Dulac Gains the zone. She's got Bucko with her. There's a shot from Dulac. Ends up just wide. Gagne's in pursuit. Gagne throws it all the way back to the point. Oh, onto the stick of Isaac. There's a shot from Isaac off the rear end of Bucko. But Bucko says, I'll take a next shot. Sends it just high. Here comes Bucko again. High slot. There's an opportunity for the Stars. Throws one along the ice. Goalie gets a toe on it. All the way up now. They clear the zone all the way down, and that should be an icing call. Wranglers needed to relieve some pressure there. Stars looking like the team we know they're capable of being for about the last 90 seconds.
Yeah, they really need to, shake off, some of those jitters and get back to their confidence playing. Like you said, when defense is playing confident, it sets up a lot of great opportunities. I think, Bucko's got a lot of real good hustle. She had a couple good shots on that shift. She really wants one.
Bucks high slot for Stanton. Stanton shoots it just wide. We got Stanton, Salzburg, Zakaria out there. Zakaria's got it in the corner. Zakaria's checked, but Isaac able to hold his own. Speaking of that aggressive defense, Wranglers finally able to relieve that pressure, send it up to the neutral zone. We're back and forth. Isaac sends it all the way down, no icing. Salzburg's in pursuit, trying to give pressure. Ends up at the point, back onto the stick of the Wranglers, though. Isaac holds his own. Oh, just trickles out. It'll be an offside on the Stars. 1:45 left here in the second. 3-1 in favor of the visiting teams.
Yep, all three forwards converging on that one. And that's, Zakaria's not normally on that line.
That's right. Yeah, that Stanton, Grahovic, Salzburg line's usually like glue all year. As mentioned, Grahovic unable to play today. Here comes Zakaria. Throws it out to the neutral zone. Wranglers are going to rejoin. Number 9 enters, dumps it down and deep. Biederman and Mason are on point. Biederman's got it behind the net. Throws it up to the half wall. Salzburg trying to get it out. She's checked by the Wranglers and it's sent back deep in. Biederman's got it again. She sends it over to Mason. Mason has a look. Number 91 in the Wranglers sends it back down again. Here we go. Zakaria's turn. Zakaria comes out with some speed, cuts through one, off her skate, gets it out to the neutral zone. It's going to be an offside. 1 minute left, one shift left. See if our girls can get a late one and carry some momentum into the third.
Yep, that'd be nice to see.
Once again, Zakaria centering Salzburg and Stanton. It's one. Here comes Salzburg. She sends in deep. Wranglers did a quick pivot, but Zakaria is there to check. Now the Wranglers. Mason, good job pinching down low to keep pressure. Puck spits all the way out. Mason's going to regain. All the girls are touched up. Mason throws it back in. Stanton's going to give chase. Amarillo tries to chip it out. Zakaria holds it in this time. 32 seconds left here in the second. Puck's in deep behind her net. Salzburg trying to keep pressure in check. Biederman's holding the zone. Down into, who was that? Zakaria, sorry, in the corner. 14 seconds left. Mason's got it on the point. Mason throws one toward the net. Loose out front. Ends up in the far corner. Salzburg trying to get on that puck. Biederman's going to hold his own now. 3 seconds left. Can they get a shot off before it goes? There's the puck loose. Here's an opportunity. And when you need 5 more seconds, it wasn't there.
So close.
It was a good shift to finish on. Lots of pressure by the Stars.
Yeah, Biederman played that shift really well on defense. She hung back in the neutral zone a little further, because the Wranglers have been playing a little bit more aggressive in the neutral zone. But when it came time to keeping the puck in, she was able to get there. So that was a good job by her. And I got to say, hats off to the staff here. Shots on net look to be pretty accurate.
Pretty accurate.
For a change.
We get some experienced statisticians here at the Valley Ranch Hockey Rink. Oh, read the phone. Stars starting the third period, trailing 3-1. See if the coach is going to do any mix-ups on the lineups there for the third period. Wranglers out shooting the Stars 18-10. Lowest shot production the Stars have had for a little while. But they finished that second period strong, so we'll see if they can come out with that same momentum in the third, get themselves a quick goal. Here's a new look we haven't seen yet. Looks like Bucko's going to play the wings. Zakaria on center, Gagné on right. Andrews and Mason on the point. Draws one by the Wranglers. Wranglers comes through the neutral zone. They gain the zone with some speed. Disrupted by Mason. Wranglers, high slot. There's a move by number 15. There's a shot. Great blocker saved by Schaefer, keeping that puck out. Puck ends up in the near corner. Wranglers have it. 15 does it, centering pass, picked up by 11. Wranglers throw it all the way back to the point. Here's number 8 on the point. He passed by the Wranglers. Danny is giving pressure. Comes all the way through. It's just wide. Loose behind the net. Ends up in the corner. This should be picked up by Mason. It is. Wranglers will keep the pressure back into the zone, though. Mason throws it up to the half wall. Wranglers disrupt that one again. Send it all the way back around to the near corner. Andrews on it now. Zakaria trying to get out. Held in by the Wranglers for a third time. Puck's in behind the net. Andrews is on it. Wranglers through the centering pass. Puck's loose out front. Trickling through the crease. Mason able to relieve some pressure. Dangerously loose in the slot. Here comes the Wranglers again, trying to get that puck through the crease. Gagné. Gagné is trying to pick up the puck. The Wranglers are on it again. Here comes the Wranglers high slot. There's the shot. Just goes wide. It's in the near corner. Centering pass goes off the stick of Gagné. Gagné is in pursuit. Here's some opportunity for the Stars. Puck goes going straight to the net. Gagné is skating with some speed. Wranglers able to check that pass that was intended to be out for Bucko. Wranglers throw it all the way back. Isaac on with fresh legs. Isaac throws it to the slot. Wranglers able to grab it. Get it out of the neutral zone, release some pressure. Here comes the Wranglers. 3-on-3. Bucko's got it in her feet. Picks it up behind the net. She's coming around with some speed. Has a look at her options. Cuts past one defender. Looking to get past another one, and she's checked. Amarillo doing the same thing the other way, gaining the zone. 4 Stars defenders, though, plugging up the high slot, and they gain some possession. Here comes Bucko. Bucko gains the zone. She's got Zakaria, who drives wide. Zakaria's out front. There's the shot. It ends up wide, all the way back on Isaac. Isaac has the look, tries to get the shot off. It's deflected by the Wranglers. Wranglers gain the neutral zone. They throw it all the way down into the corner for a dump and chase onto Isaac's stick. Isaac now cuts in behind the net, looks at her option, cuts around one defender, second defender. She's coming up to the neutral zone with some speed. She's got Bucko with her as well. Here comes Isaac with the rush. Isaac all the way down. There's the shot. Ends up a little bit low and wide. Wranglers back the other way. Bucko's quick to get on that puck. Pivot back. Salzburg. Stars getting some fresh legs out there with the line change. Sortino's jumped on the ice. She's got Dulac with her as well. Stanton's out there. And Salzburg. Peterman's going to out the 5 on the point. Puck's in deep. Good pressure by, I believe that was Salzburg trying to make sure that was staying deep. Amarillo to get it out, though. And up to gain the zone and do. Now it's loose. Checked by Biederman. Back through the neutral zone. Stanton. Little patty cake happening here in the neutral zone. Wranglers dump it deep. Onto the stick of Dulac, though. Dulac, she throws it up to the half wall. Tries to get it up to Shortino. Shortino looks for a centering pass, ends up on the Wrangler stick. Salzburg. Oh, Salzburg. Unfortunately, Shortino just a bit offside there.
Yeah, nothing she can do about that.
Yeah.
She was already had the momentum, so she was taking it through.
You're absolutely right.
Shortino did try to get back, though. You know, what I really like to see would be the Stars shooting it low and early, even if it's not a strong shot, and try to get that rebound because we've got the rebound opportunities there.
We got Zakaria centering Elliott and Clark. Let's see if they can make something happen. Here comes Zakaria. Clark driving to the net. Zakaria around one defender. She's got somebody out front. There's the shot. Another great blocker save by the goaltender from Amarillo.
Almost sniped that top left corner.
She was spotting it. We were spotting it from here as well. Andrews and Biederman on point. Zakaria has been pretty solid on the draws. Let's see how she does. She wins the draw. It's on to Elliott. Elliott takes a quick shot. Another blocker save by the Wranglers goalie. Good decision by Elliott just to throw one there. Threads the net. Who's so front for a chance? Here comes another up. Yes, and it's in. What a great second and third effort by Elliott. Retract that all the way to the draw that was won by Zakaria. Elliott rifles one from what would traditionally be a tough angle, just about snipes that top corner. Goalie makes a great save, comes back around, spits it out to the slot. Just about a chance for Clark, and then Elliott grabs it for a third time and says, "This is going home," and sends it home.
You could tell she wanted that one really bad, and she's got a deadly accurate shot when she wants to have one. So I'm glad she deserved that one 100%. What a great goal.
Stars bring it within 1, 10:32 left here in the third. We got ourselves a hockey game. Here goes Clark. She's going to dump it in deep. Elliott skating with the second win. She's wanting some more. Puck ends up all the way back. Andrews says, "Nope, that's not coming out." Clark skating with a second win now. This might be just the momentum changer we need. Elliott's got it in the corner. Elliott looks towards the net. Just about gets it over to Zakaria, but not quite. Here comes number 15 with Tier 1-1 unfolding the other day. Here's a break for the Wranglers. Wranglers coming wide. There's the shot. Schaefer, solid save to keep this a one-goal game.
Wow, you had the two defenders collapse on number 15 real early. Disrupted him just enough. Lily Biederman could get herself over there. Disrupted once more, but great job by Schaefer. She came out, gave a bad look at the net, and she made a great save.
Buckle out to center. Dulac in Salzburg. We got Mason on point with Shortino. Wranglers sorted out. Lusso front. Gets all the way through. Here comes Dulac now. Dulac gets it. Dulac's got Stanton on the wing. Sends it over to Stanton. Wranglers able to get a stick on it, but Stanton still got it. There's sorry. I got them reversed. That was Salzburg. Salzburg's check. Good call from that. That was a pretty clear check. Here's a break. The other way for the Amarillo. Here comes number 15 on the Amarillo. Driving wide. Good job by Shortino to keep some pressure there. 15 looking for a call. There should have been no call. That was a fantastic defensive effort by Shortino to make sure that puck was easily handled by Schaefer.
Yeah, great job, Shortino, using her size on that one. That was a key save by her. And the previous hit on Salzburg definitely should have been a call because you had the arms extended, and that's the key, right?
100%. Salzburg, there's an offside. Maybe that'll light a mini fire in Salzburg. See if it turns it into a goal. Get a goal revenge. All right, Buck goes out to center Salzburg and Dulac. Here comes Salzburg. She's going to gain the zone. Looks to go around a defender. Gets checked. Puck's on the half wall. Ends up back on the stick of Buckle. Buckle cuts through the high slot. She's going to go around one defender, around a second defender. Here comes Buckle. There's the shot. It's loose up front. Wrangler's able to grab that loose puck and bring it into safety behind the net. Dulac's in quick pursuit now, though. She wants to give some pressure. Wranglers trying to relieve it. Send it across ice. And they get it out into the neutral zone. Fortuno goes to pick it up. Puck slowly comes into the zone, and it's going to be an offside. 8:47 left here in the third. 3-2 hockey game in favor of the Wranglers.
Bucko's still skating with a lot of fire out there. Wouldn't be surprised if she picked one up. She is averaging 2 points per game this season.
Coach wants some fresh legs. And the ref's going to send them back. I think, unfortunately, Buckle might have missed the cue. Not sure what coach is wanting now.
Yeah, we need a left winger to stay.
There
Looks
we
like
go.
Bucko's going to stay. Yeah, a
The
little
official
confusion on the bench
sending
there.
off.
Not. We've
Coach
only
is
got
wanting
4 out
to
there.
Bucko to play or right wing, and the official's not letting Bucko stay off because he was there for the draw, but they end up getting the line that they want on the ice anyway. So here we go. We got Stanton, Gagne, and Zakaria out there. Wranglers coming through with some speed. They gain the zone. Peterman pushes them wide. Number 4's in the corner, looks to spin back. Gagne is able to grab that. He throws it over to Zakaria. Now it's on to Biederman. Biederman throws it up to the half wall. It's going to clear the zone. Wranglers able to hold it. We got a 4-person puck battle along the boards there. Gagne right in the thick of it. There's the centering pass. Here comes, who is it we got here? Stanton. Stanton's got a break. She's going to go wide. See if she can get a tough angle shot. She does. Puck's loose out front. Almost ready to be banged home. Unfortunately, we didn't have our offense there. Here comes Isaac from the point. Deflected by the goalie off into the corner. Stanton's on it again. Right out to the high slot. There's Isaac. Isaac able to hold his zone now. Puck ends up cleared into the neutral zone. Wranglers have it. They send it cross ice to the other Wrangler player. Wranglers chip and chase, but Isaac's going to grab it. Isaac has it, takes it behind the net. She's got room and she's got time. She takes it. Isaac comes through the neutral zone with some speed. She's absolutely flying. 1-on-2. Tries to get a shot off in the high slot. Able to get it deep, though. Wranglers back the other way. Zakaria was holding back for Isaac. Wranglers able to pinch deep. They got 2 players out front. They got the puck in the corner. Isaac and Zakaria both on that defensive pressure there. They cleared over to the near corner. Wranglers right out front. Ends up on the stick of Clark. Here comes Clark. No, sorry, Gagne. Gagne's got it. She's absolutely moving. Good job by Gagne. Just about gains the zone into the far corner.
Definitely needing to change after that hustle.
Zakaria. She comes through the neutral zone with some speed now. Looking to try and make something happen here. Puck breaks loose. Here's a break for the Wranglers. 2-on-1 for the Wranglers the other way. Solid back check by Mason.
Tremendous effort by Mason on that one.
Did not like that she wasn't able to hold the zone and made up for it. Got back, disrupted that play. It's number 15 on the Wranglers again. Yeah, puck's right out front to the Wranglers. And they send one home on the blocker side. Whoa. That's a tough one for Schaefer when you got an opponent high slot wide open with time.
Oh, yeah, that's tough for Schaefer. Puck came across, and Wranglers player was able to pick it up, and great shot.
6:15 left in the third. 4-2 Wranglers. Salzburg's out to center. Elliott and Clark. This is a look we haven't seen yet tonight. We got Shortino on defense with Isaac. Here comes Elliott now. Season inspired Elliott. Good move at the point. There's the shot into the Wranglers player. Now Salzburg throws it on. Elliott wants a rebound. The puck's loose out front. Not able to find it. Over to Clark now. Clark throws it out in front. Onto the stick of Salzburg. Salzburg to Elliott across and just missed the far post. What a sequence of events. Now here comes the Wranglers the other way. Wranglers take the shot. It's wide. Puck's in the corner. Isaac now. Isaac comes out from behind the net. Chips one up to the neutral zone. Here comes Elliott. Checks Elliott with 3-on-2 the way. Elliott sends it over to Clark. Clark's on it. Clark's going to try and throw it to the net. She chips it deep. Sends it to front. Almost onto the stick of Salzburg. Now Isaac. Isaac takes a shot. Still loose. Elliott in pursuit again. Wranglers. 5:14 left here in the third. Wranglers bring it up to the neutral zone. Isaac steps up. Here comes Salzburg. Transfer Salzburg. Just about catches the Wranglers on the line change, but the Wranglers able to grab it. Now the forward makes move. Wranglers back and forth. Wow. The Wranglers, number 4, picked that up in the neutral zone. Made 2 or 3 really talented dangled and then just rifled one top shelf there. That was an impressive play by the Wranglers and a tough one for the Stars.
Yeah, that's a tough one for the Stars.
That's really unfortunate because the girls had a lot of momentum. That ship, that line was clicking. I like that dynamic there.
Yeah, this whole period, they've had a lot of really good momentum. But
draw one. Buckle's got a chance. She's going to take it into her hands. Does a pivot, tries to get it back. Sends a centering pass. There it is to Zachariah.
great play. Yep, great play by the Stars there. You know, you can tell they're not giving up. They're still playing with some fire.
Zachariah was trying to get one home. All the way back to the point. Biederman now. Biederman holds his own. Puck's loose in the front. Ends up in the skates of Wranglers. Wranglers able to break out. Trying to get through the neutral zone. Mason's causing all kinds of ruckus. So the Wranglers trying to make it happen and breaks up the play. Buckle's driving through. Buckle hands it deep. She's on it. Let's see if we can get Dulac helping. There's an attempted wraparound by Buckle. Goalie there to make the save.
Scorekeeper wanted a call on that one, it looked like.
Well, I suppose the ref has let it all go because there's been a few calls both ways now that
Yes.
we probably would have whistled down.
Yeah.
Zakaria in to take the draw. Wins it, gets it over to Bucko, all the way back to Mason. Mason sends it over to Biederman. Biederman gonna throw one deep. Hits the back of Dulac. Biederman able to hold it. Puck still loose, ends up spitting out. Wranglers have it. Gonna drive wide. Zakaria is gonna pick it up, take it in behind the net. She's got 3 Wranglers on her. Gonna drive past one of them. Gets it into the neutral zone and still has the puck. Good job by Zakaria. Still has the puck. Here we go, 3-on-2. Zakaria's into the high slot. Tries to get a shot off and she's checked at the last minute. Puck spits all the way out to the neutral zone. Bucko's there to back check. Bucko now. She's coming in with some speed. From the high slot, there's the shot off the post. Rings one's off the post and it sends right through the crease. 3:31 left. Biederman sends a D-to-D pass over to Mason. Mason has a look, gets it up to Zakaria. Zakaria's coming in. She's got Stanton with her 2 of this shift now.
Oh, several really good opportunities, really great shots by Bucko.
Puck's down. He's not going to call it an icing. Stanton trying to give some pressure. Wranglers to bring it around the net with some speed, get around a couple of our defenders, but we disrupt it. Unfortunately, it's offside. Bucko's stuck deep. Not sure if her fans could hear that from home, but Bucko, as she does, has an absolute laser beam of a wrist shot when she wants to throw one, and that just rung off that post. I'm pretty sure the greater area of Valley Ranch heard it. Gagne is out. Got Salzburg playing center with Stanton on right wing. Another new look. Coach trying to mix things up here to see if we can get something to happen with 3 minutes left to play in the third. Isaac on point with Andrews. Isaac tries to get it deep. Here we are. Salzburg's got it. She's got Stanton. Salzburg around defender. There's a shot from Salzburg. It's loose out front, just wide. Salzburg centering pass. It's going to end up all the way back at Andrews. Andrews takes the shot. It's in. No, sorry, just wide of the net. Here comes Gagne. Gagne throws it out in front. Wranglers able to grab it. Number 15 from the Wranglers comes through the neutral zone with speed. Isaac trying to back check and create some ruckus and takes down the defender. Good job by her to get back. Offside, 2:19 left to go. 3-goal deficit. Let's see how aggressive our coach wants to get. Think we'll see a goalie pull? Probably not.
No, I think that would have happened by now. When you're down 3, you're usually pulling the goalie about 4 minutes left. But that was interesting. I mean, those three forwards never played on the same line together.
Zakaria, Elliott, and Clark all out now. Here comes Clark, sends it up to Elliott. Elliott's got it. She's into the high slot. There's a shot from Elliott, deflected by the Wranglers. Clark tries to slam it toward the net and unfortunately just misses it. Here comes Wranglers the other way. Wranglers coming up with some speed. Gets around the defender. Here's a break for the Wranglers. Wranglers look for the backhand. Solid save by Schaefer to keep it 5-2. Shots 25-18. Stars look a lot better here in the third. The score didn't dictate it, but they certainly are skating a little better.
They're looking really good in the third, and the defense is playing it right.
For the Great save, blocker save by Schaefer right off the draw. 15 just rifles one at the net, and Schaefer's on point. Handled that well. Andrews tries to clear it. Good job by the Wranglers to hold the zone. Puck's loose now. Elliott's in pursuit. Elliott's got it. Sends it up. Vicaria. Vicaria's in the puck back. The wall ends up getting some help from Isaac. Isaac brings it all the way across the far ice and releases some pressure. Goes around one defender, goes around a second defender. Cheers at 2-on-1. Here comes Isaac with Elliott. There's the shot from Isaac. A little bit high. Puck end up getting cleared by the Wranglers. Here's a break for the Wranglers again, but Isaac's back. Wranglers try to cut back through. I thought that was going to be an offside, but it wasn't. Wranglers throw it deep. 1 minute left here in the third. Wranglers have it in the corner. Zacharias got it. Puck's loose out front. Elliott's hooked. She's able to relieve some pressure and send it up to the neutral zone.
Good job by Elliott on that. There was some confusion in front of the net.
.36 seconds left here in the third. Wranglers throw one on net from a bad angle. Just about sweet going in there. Dulac release some pressure, sends it up. Dulac's out with Elliott. Can we keep the zone? Not quite. Oh, and just about touched up by Elliott.
Quite.
15 seconds left on the clock. Shortino and Mason on point. We got Bucko on wing, Salzburg playing center, and Dulac on right wing. Yet another look here for our ladies. Wasn't offside. The ref didn't see it. They can let it play out, probably because there's 9 seconds left here. Here's an opportunity for Bucko. Late goal. Can they get on it? Oh, Dulac tried to find the rebound. Just about got a late one with 3 seconds left. Let's see if the girls still can. Hey, let's leave on a high note.
See if we can launch one right off the face-off, huh?
Salzburg in for the draw.
Backhand.
Wins it. Puck's loose. That should do it. And that's the game. Final score, Amarillo Wranglers 5, Dallas Stars Elite Girls 2. Sure notice the difference in our ladies and it's actually 3 holes because Elena Lafere not skating tonight as well.
That's correct.
Yeah.
We missed that at the very beginning.
You betcha. So we had some pretty significant gaps in our lineups, and we've got ladies playing with each other. And quite honestly, we looked a little bit like the start of the season where a lot of the girls are trying to take it on their shoulders and run solo. And I think our girls are best when they're finding each other and cycling that puck well and using their teammates. But when you're not used to your line mates, it's a real big effect sometimes.
Yeah, all said and done, I think they played, pretty well for not being used to playing together on those lines. I did see some pretty good passing. I saw some good looks. And I really liked the way, defense played it in the third period really well. A lot of the times you saw those odd man rushes break out, because the defense was playing more aggressive, which is what they're wanting to do when they're down 2, right? So.
Totally agree with you, Michael. And even on the passing, I should clarify, I do think there was still some passing, but the teammates weren't where they're used to seeing them. Right. So we had people playing wing that normally play center, people playing center normally playing wing, and everyone's just a little out of cycle and trying to find their holes. So anyhow, friends and family all broadcasting in, we're gonna bid you a good night and thank you for tuning in. And we'll catch you for a 3-game mini series against this very club starting next weekend. 2 games on Saturday, 1 on Sunday.
Yep, I believe that'll be 2 weekends from now.
2 weekends.
That'll be the October 17th and 18th.
All right. We'll see you on the 18th and 19th.
18th and 19th. That's right. Thanks, Brody.